In this video, I'm going to discuss testing requirements, which are set up in the interest of fairness so we can work together to provide an even playing field. We know many students will be honest, but for those who are not, I want to protect the honest students. So all of these requirements are for your benefit so that we all know what we're dealing with and that we'll be held accountable and nobody's going to be getting a grade they don't deserve. So don't get a 0 by accident. If you don't follow the testing requirements, you'll receive a 0 on the test, and there are no do-overs or makeups. This is an example of what your testing environment should look like. We're going to use Zoom so I can proctor the tests, and you'll be taking your test on a separate device, preferably a desktop computer, a laptop computer, or a Chromebook. Set up your Zoom device so that the following are clearly visible. Your monitor screen so I can see what's on it. Your profile from the lap area up. In this image, it's a little tight. We need to zoom out a little bit so we can see the lap area. The desk space must be clear of clear except for your mouse and your keyboard, your calculator, a sheet of blank paper, and something to write with. During the test, make sure you begin by looking right into the camera to identify yourself. Show your calculator close up so I can verify it's an approved model. Show both sides of your scratch sheet and make sure you're not wearing anything on your head. No earbuds, no headphones, no hats, no hoods. Audio must be enabled, meaning your microphone, so that I can hear what's going on in your environment. And you want to make sure that there's no background noise, no televisions on, no radios, anything else that could be causing a distraction or muffling or covering up what's going on in the room. And since all the students will be in that session with their audio enabled, you may want to go ahead and mute your speakers on your device so that you don't have to hear what's going on in other people's houses and such. No one else should be in your testing environment during the test, and no other web-capable devices should be in your testing space. And make sure you don't leave this workspace at any time during the test. Address your personal needs beforehand and be planning to stay seated for the entire test until it's submitted. In order to set up the proper Zoom view, you can do anything, any way that you can make, set it up it's fine. But if you need a device, I made a couple of recommendations here. You can just search for these in Amazon and you should be able to get a hold of one of these before the first test if you need it. And then we can look at some examples. Like in this one, overall not bad, but the surface of the desk is just not visible enough and there's some blind spots and we can't really see the lap area that well. Again, here we have a pretty good view of the monitor and the workspace, but the lap area is not clear. There is a blind spot. Let's see. This one, you can't even see his monitor, so this definitely wouldn't work. Also, the lap area is not visible and the workspace is not fully visible either. In this one, we have another person in the room as well as another device in view of the student, and the lap area is not visible. For this one, we have headphones. Okay, I won't be able to tell what the student is hearing during the test, and that's important. The monitor screen is not visible enough. I can see the screen, but I can't tell what's on it. The lap area, again, is not visible. The desktop is not cleared. How about this one? You may have noticed right away that the desk area is not cleared. It looks like there may even be a cell phone sitting there. And there appears to be other things just hanging around. And probably this is just how their desk is normally, but for the test, make sure that you provide a clean environment. In the next video, I'll talk about how to prepare for the test and how to access the test. See you there.